everything's blocked off and you hear everything, but until you see it, the reality's not there.
The Sangamon County Coroner has released the names of the two men killed at the Bunomatic warehouse in Springfield yesterday. Good evening, I'm Jen Lask. The victims were 61-year-old William Bill Gibbons and 25-year-old Christopher A. Miller. Both of them were from Springfield, and a woman was also shot. WCIA 3's Cole Hankey has more.
1400 Stevenson, 1400 Stevenson at Bunomatic. Callers were getting calls on 10 to 12 shots fired inside the warehouse. Several people out running around.
That was the initial alert police in Springfield got after Michael Collins opened fire yesterday morning. He killed two people, now confirmed to be 61-year-old William Gibbons and 25-year-old Christopher A. Miller. The Sangamon County Coroner confirmed that both died from multiple gunshot wounds. Meanwhile, employees and those in the area are still trying to cope with what happened. Tracy Magro saw the trauma that workers and their families were going through as they reunited in front of her store.
I hope to never see it again. Until you see it on TV, and you see this, you see that, until you see it in real life and see the people who are hurting and traumatized, it's a whole nother world.
The Morgan County Coroner is conducting the autopsy on Collins. The Springfield Police Department confirmed that he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound in his car in Morgan County. Reporting in Springfield, I'm Cole Hankey, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
And there has been no update today on the condition of the third victim. As of last night's press conference, the woman was in critical condition. Head to WCIA.com for the latest updates on the Bunomatic shooting. Loved ones and colleagues are mourning the loss of a 22-year-old Champaign County deputy who died Thursday night. WCIA 3's Coroner Rubio spoke with a close friend of the deputy and has this story.
The patrol car of 22-year-old Taylor Briggs is draped outside the Champaign County Sheriff's Office in his honor. The sheriff says Briggs was out for a run in Savoy Thursday night when he collapsed from an unknown medical emergency. A woman found him on a grassy parkway and performed CPR until an ambulance took him to Carle Hospital. Briggs was pronounced dead there. He had only been patrolling on his own for a few months. Briggs's friend says he was a leader with so much potential and an even better friend to have in your corner.
That's what a lot of people really loved about him. And so it just really, I think, all clicked for him as far as like being a police officer and using that to help other people and wanting to be a change and be a force for good.
Briggs was engaged and planned to marry later this year. In Champaign County, Coroner Rubio, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
And the sheriff says an autopsy from Friday morning only determined that Briggs died from an unspecified natural cause. The coroner ruled out any trauma, but is still trying to pinpoint an exact cause. We have a news update for you. We've learned one person died in a car crash that happened last night in Ford County. Police say a car was driving in the right lane on I-57 just south of Paxton when it reached a construction zone. That's when the driver moved in front of another car right before the lanes merged into one and then lost control and veered into the center median where the car flipped multiple times. The passenger of the car was taken to a hospital with serious injuries, and the driver was pronounced dead at the scene. Police are not releasing the driver's name yet. Police also responded to a head-on crash on I-70 this afternoon, which happened in the northeast part of Effingham County. The crash forced I-70 to close for several hours, with cars being rerouted onto I-57. It has since reopened, but there's no word yet on the cause or the extent of any injuries. Phase 4 of Restore Illinois began yesterday, which allows restaurants and bars to have indoor seating. Tables will have to be 6 feet apart, and people will need to put on masks when they aren't in their seats. Not every restaurant in the area has chosen to allow indoor seating, with some saying it's not worth the risk. And while Illinois has moved to this new phase, at least 9 other states are pressing pause. And Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Tennessee, and Utah all reported record daily cases yesterday. In Illinois, the state has announced 786 new cases in the past 24 hours, including 26 more deaths. That brings the total here to more than 141,000 total confirmed cases and 6,873 total confirmed deaths. As part of Phase 4 of Restoring Illinois, schools are preparing for in-person learning this fall. When it comes to special education, teachers tell WCIA they're going to have to work to figure out the safest ways to help their students. That's because some of their responsibilities make social distancing hard.
They may need help with hygiene. They may need help with hand washing, hand over hand, someone guiding them. They may need help with toileting or feeding. And so social distancing is going to be impossible to keep. So we're going to need to be closer as teachers, and that's going to mean then more frequent attention to hand washing ourselves and what we're doing to make sure we're not spreading COVID-19.
One teacher I've spoken with says some school districts are looking at protective suits for special education teachers. Meanwhile, college students are making adjustments in order to fulfill graduation requirements on time. Two professors at U of I's College of Applied Health Sciences created a program for the recreation, sports, and tourism students called Illini RST Undergraduate Consulting. It aims to connect students with industry leaders as consultants so they can still meet those requirements.
Obviously, you know, they're different experiences. They provide different things, and this is a little unconventional. But like I mentioned, like being able to work in the unconventional and be, you know, different than traditional, moving forward, I think that's just going to be, you know, even more important.
This program runs through the end of July. And people in Champaign County are going home with a little bit of old school spirit. The Preservation and Conservation Association of Champaign County, or PACA, hosted a back-to-school garage sale today. People could get their hands on old lockers, theater seats, doors, and more that were once housed in different schools across the area. PACA wanted to repurpose as many items as possible, with the Champaign School District renovating and rebuilding several schools.
For them, it's out with the old and with the new, and so we've been salvaging some of those items. We've had a lot of people come by to just get something of a little bit of memorabilia from their high school days.
If you missed out on the garage sale today, you can still check out what's left at PACA's warehouse in downtown Champaign. Still to come on WCIA 3 News at 6.
And we have a lot of people who want to be involved in agriculture.
How a new market in Mount Pulaski could give younger people the chance to hone their skills.
And we've been seeing lots of active weather throughout our day, including quite a bit of lightning strikes. All of the details right after this.